All right, guys, we are back here for this third set. This is the ground zero for who is getting into the playoffs and who is sitting out. Blitzkrieg and Phoenix. My name is Kenos here once again with Infinite. What are we looking at for this set of games, Infinite?
Um, Probably, as you just pointed out, the most important set of games. This is huge for both teams. They both desperately need to perform today. This is kind of Blitzkrieg's last chance to prove me right on if they can actually pull together and make something of themselves, and Phoenix's last chance to prove that they don't just sometimes arise and win game two on a fluke. So we'll see if them not having Stelios Contos and having Brandana back, if they can still perform the way that they did last week. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, it is always rough when there is a team member tag out. Obviously, Stelio did a great job for them. But Brandana being back on is also a great sign. And like you said, Blitzkrieg has had the pieces to make something work. They've got Ace, Sugo Tensei, CB Hickey, J-Dog has popped off. Sig has done some great stuff with Nunu. In fact, I might be expecting a Nunu ban here, but we'll see. So I think that Blitz has the possibility to take this 2-0, but I think that 1-1 is more likely.
I don't know. I'm feeling it. I think this is Blitzkrieg's. I think this is the week. I think this is the clutch week where they pull it together and they go, you know what? If we don't perform, if we don't show up today, we are done.
Interesting to see the Samira ban. Hey, I actually called her by the right name. Considering that Brandana's got Samira Main as his profile information.
Well, Blitzkrieg does have first pick, and Shugo has already played it in this split, so maybe just throwing some respect to Shugo, who, did pretty well with it. Not crazy, but that was when it first came out, so he's definitely had some time to play on it some more, so they might not want to risk giving it over to him.
For sure, but goes straight into the Ezreal. Ezreal, of course, great showing in that last set of games. And now into the Maokai and maybe the Warwick right away. Hey, Nickelbacker found his Prime button. Thank you, Nickel. Yep, straight into the
Good
Warwick.
call on the Warwick.
Alright, grab that Nunu. Make a statement.
Alonzi Tardis has been having some really, really good games with Warwick. Last week we saw him just absolutely dominate Token while he played Warwick. So, very good pickup for that team.
Yeah, absolutely. Very inspiring steals. Was great steals all over the place last week, actually. It was very exciting. Oh, Vigar second. All right. Caster showing no love to the sec matchup. Oh, the ADC matchup. But we'll get to the ADC matchup. Sugo Tensei, Modric, and Huge, and Hickey. There's the Nunu. All right.
They just have to be picked first. We only see Ezreal so far. Give us some time. Come on now.
And we'll see what if Great Beard of Odin decides to lock something in for himself. Has been all over the place, kind of in the mid lane spot. People banning out a lot of his champs. Ooh, Vel'Koz. Well, that could go a couple places. I do enjoy support Vel'Koz.
So I'm thinking probably a Mordekaiser ban here for the side of Phoenix, right?
Yeah, that's more than likely. People like boxing in J-Dog a little bit, making him slightly uncomfortable. Yeah, Renekton and Mordekaiser would be my expected
Yeah, I was going to say
bans.
Renekton was my other guess as well. So
I actually wonder about Ace picking the Vigar here, unless this is a Vigar bot. Because if Ace is still on the board, that means that bans will have to be directed toward him, which could leave J-Dog open to get things like Renekton and Mordekaiser.
I don't think that it is Vigar for bot side, though.
Right.
Oh, Nautilus coming through as the ban. So we'll see if Blitzkrieg decides they want to give J-Dog Mordekaiser. He has had really good games with him, so...
Mm-hmm. Unless Modric's gonna grab it right here. Camille banned. Alright, so lots of top lane targets for this. In fact, I'd say they were almost all top lane targets except for the Akali.
Well, I mean, Akali can. I don't know if Brandana himself plays Akali, but Akali definitely can go top, so...
Oh, sure.
Technically, you could say that's a top lane ban as well.
But we all know why it's there.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely for Great Beard.
Alright, so we got the Ashe pickup. Tarek, alright. So, more than likely, Vigar mid. And we're looking at top lane still. Mordekaiser is available. Set is available. Floating the Shen. Alright.
Okay, Shen instead. I'm very surprised that he didn't go with the Mordekaiser here.
This gonna be a Vayne top.
Shen Tarek is definitely a strong combo for team fights.
Regardless of whether or not Brandana does play Akali, Relexus, we all know why you're banning Akali. There is no getting around that. If Akali is on Phoenix, it's going to Greatbeard of Odin. And it actually looks like Greatbeard of Odin is going to be mid with Vel'Koz. Gregosaurus's call about Greatbeard of Odin not liking mages falls short. So, a lot of durability on Blitzkrieg, but not a bad amount of durability on Phoenix either. I'm concerned about J-Dog with a Vayne top.
Ugh, man, I hate Vayne top. It is so... I hate playing against it. It is just such an oppressive lane.
That's why I'm concerned about the Shen.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, this is a protect the Vigar and Ezreal comp. My cat is very unhappy about it, if you can hear her.
I can.
She's like 40 feet away, so that's the volume of her lovely vocals.
Alexis is sharing my hate in the chat for Vayne top. Yeah.
I don't know if Pog is a symbol of hate.
Oh, that's true.
Anyway,
Play.
yeah, Kitty, let's get some cats in the chat for my cat screaming in the background. All right, so we have this lineup here. Warwick, LNZ, very strong. Modric with Ashe. Vayne top against J-Dog, I see being horrible for J-Dog. But I got some hope here. I mean, we got Sigtal Lord on the Nunu, and he did incredible with it. Vigar and Ace can be scary. I'm interested to see how this Vel'Koz works. Love me some Vel'Koz. And Sugo can tear stuff up with Ezreal. Tarek's invincible button. I'm liking... I think if I have one nice thing to say about Blitzkrieg is I like the CC they've got. Right? Everyone except Ezreal can lock people down hard.
Yeah.
And so if they take advantage of that, when the Warwick jumps in, when they catch the Vayne, they've got a shot. But the way I see this, I think Vayne is going to dominate top lane, and it's just going to snowball from there. What are your thoughts?
I'm kind of in the same boat. I think that if they can provide enough pressure to keep Brandana from getting fed on Vayne, then this is Blitzkrieg's game. This is where they can take it. They should be able to win most team fights just by having so much lockdown. As long as Shugo can, safely peel and get some poke in, take some lessons from General Wally and perform even slightly like he did, then Blitzkrieg can definitely win this. But as you pointed out, Brandana very, very likely to do a ton against J-Dog in the top lane. And if that happens, it's just going to be a nightmare of a snowball game. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see is really what it comes down to. Hopefully, J-Dog realizes the situation he's in early on and plays it safe. Um, because, Vayne is good, but you stick a Nunu snowball in her face and she'll be less good with the taunt as well. So that's what we'll have to look for as we head into the beginning of the last set tonight. Who's going to the playoffs? This is the foundation of that. Let's find out.
So if both teams go 1-1, does that knock both of them out for contender, or does that keep both of them alive?
With White Wolf still at 3 points, it keeps them both in contention.
Gotcha.
Oh, very quick load in. Man, I didn't even notice what the skins were.
Oh, wow. Yep. Man, that was fast. I saw High Noon Ash.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw High Noon Ash. I'm pretty sure it's Arclight Vel'Koz. But Joke Maokai versus Bad Shen Skin. Why does everyone use the worst Shen Skin?
Yeah, I don't like that one either.
All right, I've got to give it to Phoenix for skins here, I think.
Yeah. Even though I don't like joke skins, I don't hate Maokai, but I think that's just because I'm a huge cat person. So I agree. I give it to Phoenix here. Ooh, and they're taking an odd route. We're actually seeing some 5-man. Ezreal's going to spot him out. Flash coming through.
Oh, good shield. Good heal. He's going to get away.
And
he's going to get away.
He barely gets away.
Nice. Had to blow a lot of summoners there, but he got away. Cleanse
Well, I mean,
helping him out.
Yeah, he burned Flash Cleanse and Tark burned Heal, but on the other side, you have 4 Flashes and Ignite burned for the side of Phoenix. So I definitely take that trade.
But yeah, this is the Shen skin. I don't know why everyone always runs this Shen skin, but it's terrible. Everyone get better Shen skins, please.
Yeah, like Infernal. I think Infernal Shen looks pretty cool.
Infernal. Yellow Jacket.
Yeah. You mean Mortal Kombat Shen?
Yes. Either Mortal Kombat Shen, though Frozen is slightly worse because Sub-Zero was worse than Scorpion. Don't at me. Or hell, at me. You're wrong.
No, I agree with that. But they're both still good and cool skins. So.
And, also the gank at level 2 here. Big damage. Will they? Nope. Maybe I'll chase Greybeard of Odin out at least, because I don't know if you can risk that low of health against a Ace. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so lots of excitement early on here. Will LNZ do a gank here? Oh, he's just going to try to stick red buff. Which, fair's fair.
Yeah, you do know that the Nunu is top side, just from watching the pathing, so pretty good and smart move on Alonzi Tardis's side.
Let's see, what's the other good Shen skin? Shogun's a good Shen skin.
Ace is... Ooh, alright. Ace almost able to steal that red, though.
Oh, Hickey in a little bit of trouble here. 3-man onto the support. Does get a nice stun off onto Alonzi. Sugo has to kind of leave his support to die, and that's going to be first blood. One does not blindly check Tribush.
Well, they knew Warwick was there. Ace had just spotted him out. He was fighting red on a ward, so I guess that was just maybe a miscommunication or something, but yeah. He did not... Hickey did not need to be there.
We have seen a lot of miscommunications coming out of Blitz. Four Loco is a Sub-Zero fan in chat. I'm sorry for your loss. He's got some cool moves, but he's not Scorpion. Alright, so Hickey finally plants that ward in that Tribush. It's just like he always wanted to do since he was a wee lad. Let's control a ward as well, so that'll be helpful for them. We have Nunu coming in. There was a call for him to retreat there. Greybeard coming to help as well, but does manage to back up. Ace might be in a little bit of trouble. Hopefully he goes around the brush. Yeah. Good call there. J-Dog not doing so terribly up against Brandana, only down 3 CS. So, I mean, that's impressive. Huge killing this control ward.
Oh. Okay, good. Good play, J-Dog.
Scorpion died in MK11. Everyone died in MK.
Alonzi coming top.
10. Good taunt there. Flash was important. That was a good choice to use it there.
Yeah, very, very smart flash. I do think that that would have been a kill for the side of Phoenix had he not flashed there. So.
Ooh, Hickey also taken down as well. Hickey suffering quite a bit here from some of the disables we have. Obviously, Maokai is a great disabler in his own right. Good slows from that Ashe. And Ezreal really has no way to help. He doesn't have traps. He doesn't have knockback, slows, anything. He's just zappy zap hand man. Ooh, good roll there by Brandana. That would have hurt. But first dragon should easily go over to Phoenix here.
Being at the low level that they are, bot lane could have come up and maybe salvaged something, but they are just going to hand that one over, which is probably the best choice.
It would have been really funny if an Ezreal Q had stolen that. But Ezreal decided to go back with 1100 gold. Haven't seen Nunu play as much as I would like. Did a couple of impactful things. Mid lane, Ace seems as though he could definitely use him. He's down a level, and Brandana almost wipes him out for that. J-Dog doing very well. Oh!
J-Dog gonna get the kill on Brandana. Nice. He got too confident there. J-Dog was able to block some of the autos, landed a very good taunt, and got the solo kill.
Sometimes I think people forget that Shen has the ability to basically negate all basic attacks. It's a very powerful ability that can sometimes turn the tables there.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially if you play someone like Vayne, who is entirely dependent on auto attacks. Vayne was already at like half health. He blocked the first shot from Vayne, and then Brandana decided to re-engage anyway. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, I mean, especially since, like we said, Shen has been able to keep up in CS this whole time. He's doing a very good job. If there wasn't the rest of the game going on, I'd keep the camera up in the top lane, because with all the crap we were talking about J-Dog, the fact that he's managed to get the first kill up there even is incredible.
Yeah, I think that there's a good chance that that actually will set the pace for the rest of top lane.
Does give him a 200 gold lead.
Because even though Vayne is a very oppressive person to go against top lane, as we just pointed out, Shen being able to land those taunts, being able to negate the autos, he's actually, if you can get some items, if you can get a little bit of a lead against Vayne, Shen can do very well against her.
Yeah, and I mean, Lucky showed us earlier today how well Shen can do once he gets even a few kills under his belt. I'm surprised by the Cinder. I'm not sure how much time you're going to be spending next to Vayne. Maybe the Bramble would have been better. But I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, when you get Cinder, there's really only one item you're going for.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure how it would have played out. I'm not sure what the gold to gold is, but I feel like Bramble would have been a little more useful. But maybe he just wants it for the wave clear.
Yeah, I was going to say, Cinder is better for the wave clear, but yeah, Bramble would have been better for 1v1ing Vayne. So his plan might be, you know, I'll just play kind of safe, wait for Brandana to keep making mistakes. Lonzy Tardis and Brandana going to pick up Rift, though.
Oh!
Ooh, and a missed ult from Lonzy Tardis.
This could be bad. Where's Shen? There's Shen! What the turnaround there. But everyone's collapsing onto Ace. They know what target they want. Big laser as well. J-Dog does manage to throw up the shield. Can he get another taunt off? He's just running. So a 2-for-1 there, and they're going to get blue buff. I don't necessarily disagree with J-Dog retreating there, but maybe a taunt could have helped a little bit.
Nah, Nunu was going the wrong direction. Even if he had landed a taunt there, there's a good chance that they actually would have just taken both of them instead of one. So I personally agree with the call for J-Dog to leave.
2K gold difference. Ooh, we have Relexus saying Warden's Mail would have been better. Yeah, also a good option. But, you know, maybe he is just looking at this from the standpoint of, I got a wave clear because Vayne's going to keep pushing me in. LNZ once again moving through the jungle of Blitzkrieg. I feel as though they need to get a lot more wards in their own jungle. Sig is going to get taken out here very easily. Like, not even worth mentioning. And LNZ was kind of hovering by Dragon, but it looks as though they're still going to try to take this bot tower thanks to the Herald.
Get a little more plating down.
Off. That's a really bad spawn, though. He turned his back to Ezreal. She gave Ezreal
Still was able to get a charge, though, so it worked out.
Big chunk off. Oh. Good back play there. Once again, they need those wards in their jungle. Because, I mean, this is the second or third time they've seen LNZ in there. And now 4-man collapse onto the Infernal.
LNZ's performance on Warwick has been really, really, really good here lately. Ooh! Sigtal Lord able to come in and get the steal!
Almost manages to get a kill on LNZ. So.
With his life, but no hesitation, just goes in there, straight up steals it, and says, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's a question we can debate, you know. 4K down, was the one dragon worth it?
I say yes, just because Nunu isn't really worth a whole lot right now. No, their objectives are up or anything like that, so he's going to be alive before it actually should make too much of a difference. And it was Infernal, so that's definitely something you want on like the Ezreal, the Vigar.
Alright. And since we're discussing Warwick, you think that's a must ban for game 2?
I think it's a must ban for if you're playing against Phoenix, if I'm going to be honest. Alonzi hasn't had a bad game as Warwick, and you know, there's talk that Prowler and Token are the two best jungles currently in this split, but we already saw Alonzi mop the floor with Token when he played Warwick. Like, so yeah, you should ban this game too, and other teams looking should probably just start banning this in general.
Alright, they got one kill up there on the top lane. Great gank by Sig. Want to see a couple more of those to get Blitz back in this game, at least in a momentum level. But of course the problem is, if you got must ban on the Warwick and already must ban on the Akali, you run out of ban slots. And that's how many teams succeed, is you get too many must ban players.
That is fair.
Ace walks right into geometry. Ace with 71 stacks.
With the current meta, it does feel like junglers have a very strong presence. You know, not just in the LCUS, just in League in general right now. So if there is a jungle that someone performs very well with all the time, versus like let's say a top lane who lives on an island, I'm probably going to say you should ban the jungle before the top lane most of the time.
Poor Slack is sad we aren't mentioning his jungling.
That's because we bragged about it last set.
But I mean, J-Dog here, he's doing really well. He's up 300-ish, 250. So keeping a reasonable lead up on Brandana from these kills. But once again, every single one of these chips, you're doing so much better. Does grab the Tiamat now. We have a teleport coming. Here comes Ace to help out his top laner, but J-Dog is going to go down. Can Ace finish it? We have a teleport now from the Vel'Koz as well. Ace might be in a little bit of trouble here. Flashes but misses the shot. He's actually going to get taken out. Delete button not strong enough. Bot lane also in trouble. Big stun coming in here. Here comes the Nunu to try to help out. The Taric ult is successful, but they don't manage to get anything done with it. Sugo a little too far forward. I think they're okay as long as they stop pushing. Nice shot there. That should force Modric back.
So all of that lead that J-Dog had just disappeared as Brandana was the one who was able to pick up both of those kills.
And J-Dog does teleport top, but that turret is not long for this world. So 500 gold swing the other way. Will J-Dog be able to recuperate, or is top lane lost? Guess we'll have to see. He does have the Ninja Tabby. This will be the second Herald for Phoenix. They do finally have 1,000 wards looking for Alonzi in their red jungle, so I can appreciate that. Does anyone else feel like they should have the monster jungle buffs be different colors than red and blue?
Yeah, they've been red and blue for so long.
They have been, but I mean, if I say they're blue jungle, do I mean the blue jungle, or do I mean the blue part of their jungle?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like blue side versus blue jungle, I guess.
Right, but still, you know, I mean, the blue side. Hey, we see Maokai here in the blue side, but he's in the red part. The red part, blue side. I don't know. Like, make them orange and purple or something. Doesn't
Orange
matter.
buff.
Sig
buff.
once again. Big arrow also. Shen ult. See what happens here. Ace landing a big stun, but does not have the damage to follow it up. Ezreal's shot does come across, though. They don't manage to get the dragon, and now Alonzi is out for blood. Ace is very low. Gotta look out for this. J-Dog is here going after the Ravens and running, or Raptors, and then running, as opposed to trying to help out his mid laner. J-Dog, come on, man. You're playing Shen. You got one job. Taunt. You're killing me here. Maybe if you had a better skin, you'd know that.
And this is very, very quickly snowballing out of control, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have a almost 6k gold lead here. Great positional play from Phoenix this game. Mostly spearheaded by Alonzi, but Ripper Voden on this Vel'Koz doing a lot of good work as well.
Yeah, I have to say, I don't normally say this often about Ace, but he's had a lot of misplays this game. Just bad positioning, being caught out, some flash plays that didn't work in his favor.
I mean, I think at this point, when your team is down as far as it is, I think you're just trying to get water out of a rock. At this point, you see an opportunity to squeeze the water out and you try to take it, and it just doesn't really happen. I think that Sig's still doing a good job. I think that J-Dog has done better than any of us expected him to. But the bot lane has really suffered today as well. I mean, Hickey getting caught out those 2 times were really painful right at the start.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely set back Shugo and Hickey's bot lane chances. And not to mention Warwick has had some presence down there. They had that early rift drop down there, so...
He does still have the Mana Moon already. We do have Ace going with the Crystal Scepter to start with, which is kind of a slower play, but he does need some survivability. Check out some gold leads here to see where the gold is. The gold is mostly situated. Looks like, yeah, Alonzi, big gold lead. Big gold lead up in top lane as well. J-Dog about to get owned. Does flash. Get a dive if we get a dash as well. Nope.
So I feel like Blitzkrieg's hope is, we play for later, let Vigar and Ezreal get some items, get some stacks. But I'm not sure that they're going to make it to that point.
Yeah, I don't either. This seems like probably one of the quicker wins that we've had, because Phoenix is just moving very well. All of this laser focus on Ace is very powerful. CC very strong as well. I'm not sure what that ult was supposed to be from Sig. Ace barely survives with 17 hit points and the grace of pixels, not getting hit by that Ashe arrow, or the Ashe spread arrow.
I actually think that ult from Sigtal Lord was 1 to clear out minions and 2 to keep Phoenix from engaging.
I mean, I can see that, but at the same time, I don't think any of them are super durable enough to dive under turret like that. But we'll see. Looks like they're thinking once again of preying on J-Dog. J-Dog should see this based on the wards if he's paying attention. Looks like he is heading back. Does have the dash, should probably use it. Does have the dash, should probably use it. And does dash, too late. Too late.
Yep.
Gotta do that earlier.
Oh man.
We do have Nunu kind of moving up here to put Vel'Koz on notice. Ace on 123 stacks. So while we're just sitting here, didn't League get like a Dryad champion recently? Did I imagine that?
A Dryad champion?
Yeah, like a second Centaur character.
Lilia?
Sure. What happened with that? Where's she?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like she's weak right now. She's actually a very, very strong pick right now. I don't think any of our LCUS junglers play her, which really is a shame. She's kind of fun to watch, and like I said, she's pretty strong.
Oh, Sig coming in for another Madness steal, but unfortunately was caught out. He tried though.
Yep, caught out and was forced to try and flash early so that he would at least be on the right side for the smite, but had to use it early just to try and stay alive and was unsuccessful. And now it looks like Phoenix is going to move straight up and just take Baron.
And
they might try and get the pick here.
Yeah, might get Hickey, might get Ace. Almost got Great Bait of Odin there. Ace is starting to get a little bit scary just by the fact that, it's Vigar.
Yeah, but once again, I don't think it's gonna matter. Sitting at a 10 gold difference almost at this point. 3 dragons to 1, and now Baron over to Phoenix. This has been a weekend for very one-sided games, and I don't think this game is going to be any different.
We have a lot of conversation about Great Bait of Odin playing a mage. He played what's her face, LeBlanc, last week.
She's not a mage. She's like a mage assassin hybrid.
Yeah, but you just said mage in that sentence.
She's not a true mage.
Ooh, we're categorizing things now. Good laser kill there. Might get the Vayne! No, he doesn't!
Oh. Vayne live. Oh,
somehow Ace gets the credit for that. Whatever.
Yeah, that's confusing.
I've seen 2 kills like that today where the kill credit went to the wrong person. Thanks, Riot.
What is Ace have that does damage over time?
Alright, let's pop up Vel'Koz's stats here. Nothing. Like I said, I have seen 2 kills today at least that went to the wrong person. There was that Jax game with I think it was either game 1 or game 2 since Jax was in both games. Oh, it's the passive? No. Passive on what? It could have been Ace's Comet, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Comet.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, Ace got a kill. It was weird.
It did look like Ace had thrown an auto right before, like, Brandana had kind of gone away, so maybe it was just a very slow auto animation that was catching up.
Very slow. Like, I mean, Vayne was halfway across the map by the time that auto finished. Alright, Vayne is split pushing right now. Definitely a problem. And they're just going to let this turret die. I'm not sure what the plan is here. Obviously, like you said, 10k gold differential. What kind of plan do you have in this situation? What do you do? Who do you try to grab? I think Tarek ult might be able to get them something. But they really need to do that. Hickey just kind of runs face first into a whole bunch of pain. Big Warwick jump in there. Sig is in a little bit of trouble as well. They finally get the Warwick though, that's huge. Ace taken very low though, just from all of the range damage. Here comes a Shen ult, just for the fun of it. I think they should just take their one. Yeah, Sig was looking for something to run that snowball into. Yeah, Vigar needs to hit a key gate. Well, yeah. A team stun would get a lot for them here. A team stun followed by a team taunt. All while Nunu is ulting. Yeah, let's do that. His build is whack. I agree, but he's also had an incredibly rough game. 1-5-2.
Yeah, I don't really know that I've seen a whole lot of Vigars go with the Raya's Scepter.
I think his only thought was he needed durability because he kept getting destroyed by Greatbeard of Odin before he could get anything done. Because, I mean, Vel'Koz is so good at laying on damage. But, you know, obviously there's been a lot of comments about mages running that being, you know, in such a losing position. But, you know, we'll see. This is Soul Point. Will we see some crazy steal again? Shen ult is not available. We do have the Maokai helping out here. Ace tries. Nope. Close. Alright. So we have Regeneration. Sig getting caught out again. Does flash. I would have just let the kill happen, I think.
It does force the ult out of Greatbeard, though.
Well, yeah, but Greatbeard of Odin's ult is less than a minute cooldown. They'll get it back by the time they're knocking on the door. But we'll see if it's important or not. As we were saying earlier, that Wombo combo is probably their only chance they have to win. As they are pushed aggressively back here. The lack of the Vayne may be what they need. Ace doing a little bit of poke here. Sugo putting on the poke as well, but LNZ is just so tanky. Huge as well is doing pretty well for himself. Oh, they do get the stun, but good cleanse there.
They actually had the double stun afterwards, but no real way to follow up with the whole team right there.
Yeah, we do have Sig back though. Like a big snowball. There it goes. Oh, big snowball. They get the Ash. Can they get more? Huge dives right in. Realize it's a mistake to begin with. They do get the slow on Brandana, who has to flash. Greatbeard of Odin does have ult available. He could probably use it as a running retreat. He does do a teleport in there, or a flash in there. Ace hits him with the delete button. 600 gold going over to Ace. There's still a 10k gold lead, though. Blue turret goes down. Everyone is so low. They have to go back and heal. Brandana is going to get this one inhibitor, and Alonzi is still there. I think they're going to take the inhibitor and run them. Yeah. Alright. So now I just need to find a way to consistently do that for the next 10 minutes.
The issue is the reason they've been able to do that is they've had good choke points. You can fight there right at the opening for your tower. And, you know, they've used that trick twice now. They've got one more in the chamber where they can use that, and then it gets a lot harder to pull that off. The Vigar wall's not going to be as effective. Vayne's going to be able to kite a lot easier. So,
I mean, I think that, I mean, obviously, like you said, even with the turret not there, it's going to be harder. There's no question. But I think the AoE CC that Blitzkrieg has can make any of these openings somewhat usable for holding the line. It's just a question of if they're able to trick Phoenix into falling for it, right? Because Phoenix has a lot of artillery and a lot of engage possibilities. You can have... Vel'Koz will happily sit beyond the turret door and just pelt you. Ashe, Arrow, Maokai Vines, and then in the end, to close it out, Alonzi can just leap over everything right into your face. So holding the line is not necessarily something that they need to do, but it's also something that Phoenix has a lot of answers for. So let's see what happens here. Ace trying to ambush a little bit. Big snowball coming in here. Unfortunately, it hits the cannon minion. But that's fine. Go back, reset. Sig loses a quarter of his health to 1Q from Greatbeard of Odin. Hickey taken very low as well. There's just so much damage here with an 11k gold lead. Here comes the Maokai ult. Hickey is going to get wrapped up in it. Ace manages to avoid. Oh, Sugo gets caught as well. Cleanses a second too late. And here comes the Slaughterhouse. Big ult there, big ult there, ults going down everywhere. J-Dog is caught trying to hold the line against the super minions who are now flooding in from everywhere with Baron buff. I think Blitz is just going to let this happen and move on to game 2, but Ace is coming back into it. Maokai scares him away. There is no stun that anyone's willing to step on here. Ace is just getting picked off dramatically, taken very low. Modric takes him down, and that's game 1.
Oh, man. Very, very one-sided game yet again.
Yeah, very painful for Blitz as well. They had a glimmer of hope in the beginning. And
yeah, I had some high hopes for him starting off early. You know, J-Dog performing very well in the top lane against Brandana. Ace and Greatbeard of Odin going pretty similar in their matchup. And then Alonzi kind of just messed it all up by having such a dominant presence over the map. So
861 damage to champions by this Taric. That has to be a record. Let's check vision.
At least it's the support and not the jungle.
Reasonable vision scores as well. But I mean, I think we can, looking at the stats here, I think this is one of the stat lines that shows us the story of the game, right? Hickey got in trouble early, 5 deaths. Ace had some trouble in the mid lane, 6 deaths. Sig getting caught out by Warwick all the time, 6 deaths. So those were the real clashing points that led to Phoenix being able to run away with this game. And we'll see what their reaction to that is. With that, we will hop into game 2 in just a second once I update this score screen, so don't go anywhere. Who is going to be in playoff contention? Blitz can take a win here as well and still be on the board. We will see. Don't go anywhere.